What's up? Welcome to my channel. My name is Tyler, and welcome to the series about the life of my mini $300 Forex trading account. I'm a little late on this episode, but hopefully I'm trying to make sure I get this out before the week. So this week has been somewhat busier except for EJ. As you can see, I'm still in the trade, and it's been about 3 weeks. It's still consolidating, but I feel like this final week may be the end of this trade. It's getting closer and closer to my stop loss before the market opened. Today is Sunday and the market just now opened, but it's doing a little movement downwards. But I feel like it's just going to be like a tiny movement downwards and then may continue back up to hit my stop loss. But most of the orders that I have placed this month were all mostly short, and I've been losing all of them. And this month has been basically mostly a bullish month. Just in case you missed last video, I will put that in the tag on the top right of this video. In that video, I won one trade with a profit of $29.21, putting the account total to $323.58. For this week, I've placed a total of 3 trades. 2 ended up closing during the week, and the last trade I entered towards the end of the week, but recently just closed like 30 minutes ago whenever market just opened. Alright, so let's get into this week's recap, or last week's recap. So for the first trade this week was placed on December 14th on pound dollar. The setup for this one was a demand zone. This is finally the first demand zone in this series, because mostly I've been doing supply zones, which is shorts. This is the first bullish trade that I took. So if you look at the overall chart from October to December, you can see that it is trending upwards. So once I recognize the overall direction of the market and already plotting down my zones right here, I just needed to wait for price to enter and see how it reacts. So taking a look right here, you can see at this point when it entered the zone, you can see some rejection and started heading upwards. I was watching this chart towards the end of the day, so I didn't set my price like I normally do. I entered this trade with a market order. So let's take a look at what happened afterwards whenever I entered around this point. Alright, so here's what happened after. So entry was done on December 14th, and I entered my profit on December 16th. So as you can see right here, was placed on December 14th, on the 15th and 16th. Actually, I think I took profit on the 17th. No, I think right here is when I entered. So this was December 14th, and then 15 and 16. Yeah. So yeah, at the close of this one, I entered. Price was right here whenever I entered, and then I think it did a small pullback, and then continued upwards, and then straight into my profit. All right, so let's take a look at the next trade. So honestly, this was a bad trade. I broke all the rules that I set for myself. I didn't follow any plan much on this one, but I still managed my risk perfectly. So I didn't lose more than what I set myself to lose per trade. So I still lost around like $20. But after winning the previous trade, I wasn't thinking clearly, and I completely ignored reading the chart and hitting right back into pound dollar, I guess because of FOMO. Because once it got to this area right here, I saw tiny rejection here, and I got like, I guess, yeah, FOMO. And I was scared that I was going to miss the movement because I thought that it was going to shoot down. So that ended up being a loser as a result of not following a plan and sitting on my hands and being patient. I lost this trade. This trade lasted a single day. I wasn't even sitting in this trade for like 12 hours or anything. All I know is that this happened quick. So I lost this one. I don't want to talk about it. All I know is I broke every single rule. Here's the results of this one, by the way, if you want to see it. So I entered right here, did a short. It didn't not even do a pullback and went straight upwards. So into the final trade for this week was on USD CAD. For this setup, looking at the overall market from a daily standpoint, you can see that it is in a downtrend. And also looking at the monthly standpoint, you can see it's creating lower lows and lower highs. So back to the daily chart, starting from this point, you can see that there is rejection here and then a tiny pullback, and the final candle creating a weak bullish pin bar, and then a continued movement downwards. So basing my supply zone off of the pin bar, I set my entry right at the bottom of it, which was pretty bad because which it was a pretty bad idea because price didn't even enter my zone yet, so I didn't get to see how price reacted to the zone. So there could be a possibility that this could just shoot right through my zone and then stop me out. But this trade was taken on December 17th, and then today is December 20th, and the trade just closed on December 20th. And as you can tell, I was correct because this is what I get for not waiting to see what price does in my zone. So today's Sunday, the market just opened and did a rally upwards straight into my stop loss. So I just lost this trade today. So that's minus $20. So the overall results for this week is I ended in the green. First trade was a winner that netted me $47.18, and the second trade was a loser that lost me $21.60. Then the third trade last week was a loser that lost me $21.31, with a total profit for this week of $4.27. That's not much, but at least I'm still in the green, bringing my total account amount to $327.85. So currently I am in one trade, and that is Euro JPY. At this moment I'm in the green, and hopefully this week the trade finally ends, but I guess we'll find out later. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you staying till the end. Don't forget to leave a like on the video and consider subscribing to the channel if you have not done so yet to see the future episodes. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one.